What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Stephen Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Happy Friday, everybody. So today's topic, look, we talked about the guys that got released a couple days ago. We talked a little bit in depth about Jamie Newman gone, Trayvon Grimes being added back through IR. Let's just talk about backup quarterbacks. Okay, that's what I'm getting to, guys. So backup quarterbacks. A lot of you guys, in the comment section, you started asking me like, Gate, where do they go from here? Who do they sign? Like, who's the camp arm? You're not going to roll into camp with two quarterbacks. There has to be a camp arm. I don't know, because the guys I've heard listed, and mind you, they're being listed by the media, so who knows if the Eagles actually have interest in any of these dudes. I mean, sometimes, it is what it is when it comes to that stuff, guys, but the names I've heard reported, and I'll give you the justification on why they're reporting them. The two names I've heard prominently are Nick Mullins, former quarterback for San Francisco 49ers, and then Ryan Finley, former quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, / traded to the Texans, then released. So, why are these guys? Why are people saying this? What is the scheme? What's the fit, guys? To me, it has to do with these guys have experience kind of playing in a system that would probably lend itself to a West Coast offense, right? Every West Coast offense is a little different. It's not like you can just plug and play. There's subtleties and there's differences in each system. But generally speaking, what it means is that they're familiar with, some of the more horizontal over vertical concepts, that they know how to kind of spread and pass the ball around, supplement the run through some of the passing game, take advantage of match, all that kind of stuff, right? When I look at Nick Mullins, guys, I kind of looked at the season to see, like, okay, where was he at? And to be honest with you, it does make a ton of sense because, like, if you look, he played in weeks 2, 3, 4, weeks 8, 9, and 10, and then weeks 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so he got a lot of playing experience. 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions on the year. Just look at his time to throws, right? Week 2, he comes out, and I believe that was against the Giants, with a 2.37 time to throw. He's not holding the ball very long there, right? Next week, that was against the Jets. The next week, he plays the Giants in week 3, and he's got a 2.64 time to throw. So, that's average time to throw, really. I mean, I'm not going to nitpick that. That's good. Next week, he plays Philly, has a 2.49 time to throw. It didn't go well for him in that game. We all remember it. The following week, he plays Seattle, has a 2.18 time to throw. Following that, he's at Green Bay in week 9. Week 9, he's got a 2.33 second time to throw. Following week 9, he's at New Orleans in week 10. Week 10, he's got a 2.49 or 2.49 time to throw. Week 12, he's in LA, 2.34, and then I'm just going to round out week 13, 2.68. Week 14, 2.62. Week 15, longest time to throw in the season, 2.78. We can see Nick Mullins, right? Nick Mullins is going to be a guy that's going to throw the ball. He's going to get the ball out of his hands quickly, right? That's kind of the common thread here. I'm not overly excited about this one, guys. I'll be honest with you. There were some times I thought he took some deep shots. If you look at his average depth of target against the Giants, he had an 8.6 average depth of target, which isn't bad, guys. 9.7 week 4 against the Eagles, but it didn't work. Or I'm sorry, 5.5. So it wasn't quite as good. I'm sorry, guys. He had 8.6 in week 8 average depth of target, which that's Seattle. So a little bit more vertical passing concepts, and then 8.3 against Dallas. But a lot of his games, guys, were definitely like it's thematic. This would be what you would expect from a West Coast offense, right? You're getting a lot of checkdowns, right? Week 2 against the Jets, 3.9 average depth of target. Against the Eagles, 5.5 yards, right? Then you got a 5-yard marker in week 12, average depth of target, which that would be against LA. So, I mean, you see these kind of mixed in, these quick, short, progressing things, and you get the more moderate 6.5, 7.5 average yards of targets in there. So, I mean, Nick Mullins he's a prototypical West Coast offense quarterback, guys. I'm not overly excited about that signing. Even to me, I think Nick Mullins is a guy that you kind of maybe possibly mess around as a number 2, not a number 3. It's a little weird there. He's only 26 years old, guys. He just turned 26 in March, so he is young. I mean, I'll give him that. It's a matter of what this coaching staff thinks about the young man. I don't know what to say. The next man is Ryan Finley, guys. This puts me in an awkward situation, as I kind of talked with 2020 Vision yesterday, and I said, is that Ryan Finley's an NC State guy. And yes, I'm wearing my UNCG stuff today just that way maybe some of the heat comes out off of me here. Don't get this to Simone, guys, because she's an NC State person too. All right, so Ryan Finley was a quarterback at NC State, transferred in from Boise State, was a very good quarterback for NC State. Definitely is known for running more of a West Coast offense at State. It's not a traditional West Coast offense, but it's certainly shorter passing concept. You get faster time to develop here. I mean, you can see, some of his time to throws, just looking through from his college season in 2018, guys, 2.193, 223, 263, 266, 218, 214, 265, 255, 24, 271, 267, 233, and the only time he ever eclipsed 3 on the season was in the bowl game against Texas A&M, and he got manhandled when he put up a 3.12 time to throw. It was not a good ending to Ryan Finley's career at NC State. Mind you, a lot of guys opted out of that game because of, wanting to go pro. So, bowl games are always tricky to judge, but definitely was not a good sign when he held the ball. I will tell you, I looked over his pro stats from 2019 and 2020, and I'm a little weary on Ryan Finley, and I'm an NC State guy telling you this. I'm an NC State guy, keep that in mind, guys, and I'm telling you I'm weary on him because what I saw from college is not what I saw from the pros, so that either tells me that he was put in a system where he was uncomfortable, which can completely be the possibility where it was more of a vertical concept and he's just not that type of quarterback and it was a bad system for him, or he struggled to see the field correctly. Meaning, although Ryan Finley was an older guy, he's not the youngest guy, he's not the youngest quarterback, he wasn't the youngest rookie coming out because, he had been injured a few years. Like Ryan Finley's already 26 years old. He turned 20, he'll be 27 by the season's end. So he's not as young as you would think. And to be honest with you guys, like his time to throws were well over like 2.8 in most games. He had quite a, I saw a few of them where they were over 3 seconds. So, system base could be a possibility. Struggling to see the field could be a possibility. Could be a little mesh of both. Hard to say, guys. I don't really know what to expect if we sign a guy like Ryan Finley. This is what I said in yesterday's video, which is like, look, I wasn't there, guys. I didn't get to see any of the reps really taken by Jamie Newman, any of the true drills that he ran. So I don't know how bad the accuracy was. I don't know if he was just struggling to learn the install of the offense, guys. I don't know. I was high on Jamie Newman. It's probably not a move that I would have made, but like I said, in fairness to the coaching staff, I was not present to see what happened. So it's easy for me to say that if I didn't see it, where if I had saw it, I may come around to a completely different opinion to it. But that was the fear I had is like, it's a camp arm. Like at worst, you're putting the guy on the practice squad to develop for a while. I just didn't see the harm in it. Now we're getting down here to where you might have to pay a guy a little more. And I don't know, maybe Ryan Finley's not going to cost you really any more than Jamie Newman. It's hard to say, but I would be willing to take a guess that Nick Mullins is probably going to cost you more than what you would have been paying for a Jamie Newman. That's really my kind of fear with all this, guys, is that, like, from a money standpoint and, like, the role that it's going to be played here, like, you already got Joe Flacco, the experienced backup. How much does the third quarterback outside of a camp arm? Unless you just feel like you want a better developmental piece, maybe they're going to go get, I don't know, I think Costello's on the market. KJ Costello, maybe they're going to go with somebody like that, maybe a guy we're not hearing of. That's why I'm going to leave the window open that maybe they're going to get a guy that just really didn't have a lot of hype coming out. Even Brady White got picked up, which was another guy I was high on as a camp arm. He was the quarterback out of Memphis. He got picked up. So, I just, I don't know, guys. I don't know where they go from here in terms of the quarterback play. This is what I've heard. This is the underlying information that I found about these guys. And that's it, guys. I want to know your thoughts, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Guys, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. Links in the description below. Don't forget to like and comment on the video, guys. That's what spikes the algorithm and gets us in front of other people. Last but not least, guys, I would love to add you to my community. Look, guys, we talk a lot about advanced analytics. We talk film. We get into some of the darker discussions. We have disagreements. We try to keep it civil, though. So if you want to join the community, guys, I'd love to have you, but you got to hit the subscription button down below. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all's time and attention, and I will see you guys on the next video. Enjoy y'all's weekend now.